Hello.
Good afternoon, good evening if you're from in Europe or other place of the world, and good morning if you are joining us from California, from the West Coast. I'm here today with Sandrine Langla, the Assistant General Manager of our beautiful Pinecay in Turks and Caicos, and she's going to be happy to tell us more about her luxury little boutique Relais Chateau. So Sandrine, it's all yours.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We are in paradise. That's all what I can say. We've been. It's soon 2 years that we are managing this beautiful private island. It's huge because it's 800 acres. We are very lucky because the houses were built before the hotel, so they are spread nicely around the island and do not, kept the island extremely sustainable, nice, and not overbuilt. We only have 38 houses with our homeowners, and we have the small Relais Chateau of 13 rooms. And we are going to add, we will have to do with Dominique another presentation once we are fully ready. We should start this summer 2 new cottages, 1 bedroom with, for the first time, a private pool. We never had private pool in on Pinecay for sustainability. Pinecay is 50 years old, and our first homeowners were visionaries. They wanted to protect. So you see, these are the Pinecay, the famous trees which we are protecting. They had many years ago, they got a disease, were going to disappear, and we brought specialists from New Zealand, from different parts of the world, and invested quite a lot of money and managed to cure that disease. And now we're really pleased because when it rains, it's beautiful. The smell of the pine trees on Pinecay, which is in the Caribbean, that sounds so amazing. We have in front of us this amazing, these beautiful sandbanks. This year, they've became huge. We have at least 3 very large ones. And we are very lucky because we can use the paddleboard, the kayak, and be alone, especially early mornings or late afternoons when any visitors coming by boat would have disappeared. This is the way to go to the rooms. All the rooms are facing the beach. Everyone has an amazing view. Obviously, these are the beauty. We have coconuts that from our trees. And we planted a lot of coconut trees this year. I think we got nearly 100 little ones. And because we are working on with the local community, we're working on improving, sustainability, planting again. And we're also working on the greenhouse for the hotel to start to have our own fruits and vegetables. These are the gazebos which are nearby the pool. We use them during the day as relaxing areas, but we also use them for romantic dinners. So if you want to be alone in the evening, it's beautiful. This is the beach bar, which is facing the sea. So it's open all day. And in winter, when it gets dark earlier, we close around 4:30. But now that it's dark around 7 p.m. during the low season, it's beautiful. We keep it open until the sun is down, and we have, a very pleasant sunset viewings. And this is our new addition that we opened early November. This is our new pool bar, and it's also pool bar restaurant because we have restaurant sittings, which is very nice because all our guests eat around the pool. So we have a lot of different small gazebos, so they can have a table of 2, 4. And if they want to, be not far from each other, then they prefer to sit at the pool bar restaurant. And that's more the guests who enjoy to speak to each other. Pinecay is so large, there is so much to do that usually guests do not see each other very much during the day. A lot have the feeling that they are alone on the island. And but what they really enjoy is meeting up at the bar in the evening and sometime during dinner to discuss about what they've seen, snorkeling or kayaking or doing the different experiences. This is part of the, next to the pool bar is the pool bar terrace, which is beautiful. And this is by the beach bar. And this is where we do different kind of private dinner. So this one is the beach tiki private dinner, or we do a full setup on the beach if they prefer to have a private beach dinner, and they're completely alone. We only do one dinner per evening. So this is the only pool we have on, right now for our hotel guests. And sometime when the houses are occupied, they're not all occupied at the same time. That's the beauty of Pinecay. They all come one by one, and we have only 6 houses for rent. So that's why we have so much space and very few people at the same time using the island. But most of our hotel guests, they do not come to use the pool. They say our pool is right in front of, it's the beach in front of us. We have these kilometers of empty beach, which is really amazing. Again, so you see on the left, the pool bar restaurant. All around the pool, you have all the different tikis. And in the front is it used to be called in the past, the Old Meridian Club. Downstairs, you have the restaurant where they used to have dinner was compulsory inside in the old days. And upstairs was the bar. So of course, we still use it if for any reason we had like a lot of wind or unfortunately, once in a while, we may have a little bit of rain, then we're happy to go inside, but we rarely use it, which is fantastic. Everyone wants to be outside. So this is the entrance of one of our beachfront junior suites. So the rooms are quite large. You can see they have an inside part of the room, and then they have the patio. And a lot of guests say they really enjoy the patio. Like this morning, I saw early morning at 6:30 a hotel guest who came to get he wanted to have a coffee. I mean, they have a coffee machine in the room, but for some reason, he came to the restaurant to have a coffee, and he said, I'm going to use my patio now, because he said it's really nice. It's facing the beach, so very comfortable, very pleasant. This is the patio I was talking. You have a sofa bed, and you have the chairs, and then you have an outside terrace with 2 loungers, and then you walk to the beach. You have your umbrella, where again you have your 2 private loungers for you. Every room has 3 showers. You have the shower to come back from the beach if you want to rinse from the sand. You have the inside shower in the bathroom, and then you have an outside bathroom shower as well. This is the stand-up cottages, which are beautiful, very high ceiling. Obviously, so it's really more privacy. They are really in high demand. And that's why we're going to have the 2 more, but with a larger outside. We will have a larger deck, and we'll add the plunge pool. So these we have 2. You have on the side, you have a day bed. Outside, you have a table where you can have your meals, the hammock, and it comes with a golf cart as well. This is the shower of the cottages. So the cottages is anyone coming to celebrate something. And here it's really Pinecay, from birthdays to wedding anniversaries to vows renewal. They usually will try to have the cottage because it's something special for a special occasion. Again, part of the cottage. We have a tennis court, and we are looking to see, we were told that we could use the same tennis court and do paddle, not paddle, the other one, which is?
I don't know, the paddle court?
No, not paddle, the other one, which is on fashion right now that everyone is playing. Oh, I forgot There's another game which is really requested by a lot of guests, and using the tennis court, but it's a smaller, drawings. So we're going to see if we could have this, the line painted and pickleball court. So we will see if we could do that. I saw that in Providenciales, some hotel have transformed so people can choose what they want to play. In high season, we have a coach. She's a tennis and a pickleball coach. Same thing, we have, this is the beach bar that we use early morning for yoga. So in high season, we have a yoga coach who will join us from November to early May. This is a sustainable project that Pinecay homeowners did at least, it's more than 10 years ago. It's right in front of one of our beach on the side, not the main beach. And it's a reef bowl. So it was to sort of protect, it was a trial to put, they were afraid to lose the sand in the future. And so it was to protect the beach and at the same time to reintroduce coral because there it's only sand. And I must say it's really nice. You have a lot of things have grown on them now. It's made of concrete. And we have beautiful pictures. There's a very nice, sometimes you can see a stingray or turtle or a lot of fish and coral is really growing. So that's something we take our guests with, you know, someone from the activity will come and snorkel with you there to make sure that, you know, you really see what needs to be, what must be seen. So we have a kayak and a paddleboard available. We have different locations. We have some on the main beach of the hotel for who wants to go to the sandbanks. And we also have by the flats at the back of the island, we have the aquarium where it's the beginning of, it's a bone fishing paradise. So anyone can just come and fish. We see a lot of turtles and that's the way to enter the mangrove. This is a mangrove private tour. It's a 2 hours tours going through the channels inside the mangrove. It's something exceptional because I've lived in many islands in the Caribbean and I've been touring around the island, but I've never been inside. And this is something so beautiful. Must be done at high tide, otherwise it's not possible. And there sometimes you see, it's a breeding ground. So you see baby turtles, baby sharks, sometimes stingrays, and it's really like a National Geographic adventure. This is what we call the aquarium, where, you know, we keep our kayaks and paddle boards. And we have, you can see at the end on the point, you have a picnic table. We can organize a private breakfast. The sun obviously comes up on that side of the island and it is just beautiful early morning. So that's something we can organize on request for your guests. This is the main beach in front of the hotel. We have 3 kayaks. And this is, so that's the sandbank, and this is a snorkeling boat. This is included in the room rate as well. Every morning, we do it 6 days a week. We have the boat leaving at 10 and coming back at 12, and we go by the reef, you know, outside. Sometimes if the sea is really flat, and we snorkel around the reef, and it is beautiful. You can see really a very nice selection of fish. So these are all the different parts of the beach. This is a little wedding we did for a couple who were, you know, we have sometimes young couples, just the 2 of them. They don't have any guests and they just want to do a special ceremony. They will do something else with the family, but they just want, and that's, we did it on the sandbank. At a specific time, we knew there would be no visitors. So they were alone. And before the sea came up, obviously.
Nice.
So we are facing the whole rooms and restaurants and bars are facing sunset. So we have the most spectacular ones. So we can come by plane, obviously, from Providenciales. We work with Caicos Express Airways, and on request, they can take, it's really 4 people plus, like if they have big luggage. If they had light luggage, we could have 6 persons in the plane, and they connect in the same airport at Providenciales, and it's a 5 minutes hop. It's quite a nice, I mean, the view is beautiful. And otherwise, the way to come is with a taxi and boat from Blue Heaven Marina. That's where we keep our boats.
And it's only 20 minutes, huh?
It's, yes, maximum is 15 minutes from the airport to Blue Heaven Marina. And then it's really 15 to 20 minutes. 20 minutes if the sea was a little rough and, you know, with waves, then but otherwise, as it's inside the reef, it's usually pretty flat, and I would say more 15 minutes boat ride. We have obviously stunning skies, you know, because we have very little light on the island, so you can really see the stars. So you have you can see our rates right now. For example, during the high season, the beachfront junior suite started at 1,950 per night plus 27% tax and service, and that obviously includes a la carte full board. So it's really our chef is changing the menu every day. You have a selection to choose from starter, main course, and dessert. Everything is homemade, and I can tell you we have a lot of guests just coming back not only for the beauty, etc., but also for the food.
I can say I tasted the food and it's fabulous, huh? Really. That's true.
And the cottage obviously in high season is at 2,350 per night. And now from May 1st, we will enter the low season, so price will go down a little bit. It will be, you know, 1,800 for the junior suite and 2,200 for the cottage. And I must say, low season is beautiful. I mean, for me, it's one of my favorite time of year because the sea is so transparent, so clear because of we see less, you know, wind. We're lucky, Pinecay being flat, we have trade winds year round. And I must say, having lived in a different island, here it's very pleasant because we always have a small breeze. So we're not suffering from the heat like you would have in different places. And of course, the water, it's, you know, May, June is the breeding time, and you have you know, you start to see all the little ones coming out, and it's beautiful. Sometimes we find different things even on the beach we find beautiful shells, etc. We have also 6 houses. This is boat house, which is facing a small lake, and then they have also a beach access across the house. With obviously it's a bone fishing paradise, so you can really walk from their beach and start fishing. They also have a kayak and paddleboard, and that house is a 3-bedroom. It's beautiful. So we have 6 houses for rent. One is a studio, and the other ones are a 3-bedroom and 4 bedrooms. And then we have different small packages which are selling very well for, you know, if someone wants something specifically made for. This one is the 4-night minimum bridal romantic package.
Thank you very much. It was a beautiful presentation. Huh?
Thank you.
Lot of questions. Alors, Whitney, me too. See you in California. Is the property available for site visit during your seasonal closure period? She will be in Turks and Caicos, August 10 to 17, and was hoping to see Pinecay.
Obviously, it's not the best time because, you know, we close on the 24th. We always close for 3 months. And first, you know, I was surprised why, because it's a lot, 3 months. But we redo everything. We repaint, redo all our furniture, like the outside furniture. Everything is new when we reopen end of October. So obviously we close, we put everything away. You know, we start to work in the rooms, we do a big painting. So it's not the best time because obviously it will not give, like you say, justice to the island, because it's going to look a bit like, you know, a renovation ground. So I usually do not recommend, I mean, you can see the outside of the island, but the hotel, etc., will not look very nice because it's not, you know, ready to welcome you. We dismantle everything, put it away in case we have a storm.
All right. Erika wants to know, all room category have an outdoor shower?
Yes, everyone has 3 showers.
Whitney wants to be reminded, how many rooms total?
So we have 11 junior suites and 2 cottages. And hopefully, but we will plan, Dominique, another presentation, probably more like in September, with the 2 new cottages that we are planning to start building this summer, which would be ready by December. But, you know, once we are ready with, we've started building them, etc., then we can start to really talk about it and do a presentation. So that means we would have 15 rooms altogether. Something we didn't show on the presentation that I just realized we'll have to add it for the next time. We have a very nice small gym with, you know, all the the equipment that most guests require. And of course, most of our guests, when they come, some they walk around the island, some they bicycle. We have bicycles available, complimentary, and they walk the beach. We have these kilometers of beach. So a lot of guests do not go to the gym, but use the fact that it's private, you're alone, nobody's going to disturb you to do your exercise wherever you would like. And also we have a small spa. We have 2 therapy room, and we have 2 masseurs. One is from Bali, one is from Costa Rica. They've been fully trained with, we just started to work with ILA product. We used Bamford last year. I found that ILA, which is also sustainable, organic from England, I found that they had a better smells, more flowery for the Caribbean. And in fact, I just spoke to the owner. She's going to come up with 2 Pinecay specific treatment for our spa that we will be starting in end of October when we reopen on the 24th of October. So they will train, they will come and train our 2 ladies, and we will have this signature treatment, which are going to be beautiful.
Whitney would like you to send a video that they can send to their clients in an email.
Of course, yes.
You
will send me the information, Dominique.
Yeah, you're going to be sending the recording to everyone, plus your presentation, and maybe if you have the video, then you can add it.
Yes.
MT wants to know what type of plane is the one you're using.
Caicos, that's something we will, I'm not 100% sure. I'm not a plane specialist. That I will need to, you know, ask the exact information. So we provide the right information. So we'll send it to you by email.
Erika would like to know the cost for the plane transfer and the boat transfer.
So we have different prices. I would prefer to send them by email because we have different ways. For example, you see, if your guests stay more than 7 nights, then they get a complimentary transfer. We have different things. So I prefer that we send you an email with the different possibilities and prices.
All right. Erika also would like to clarify the boat transfer pickups on Provo in relation to the airport. Well, you picked me up when I was there. You picked me up at the airport and took me to the boat. So
Yes. So
everything
what we
from the
do,
airport.
yes, we have obviously the way, the way it works in Providenciales. Unfortunately, since COVID, nobody's allowed to go inside the airport anymore. You have to come out of the airport. There is a dispatcher. You have to say you're waiting for the Pinecay taxi. Our taxi is waiting on the parking. They are not allowed to park in front of the airport, and they come immediately to pick you up. So we work with a company who has very nice taxi. So we do have a regular taxi, and then we do the VIP. We have the shared taxi because we can have few, hotel guests arriving at the same time. Or that's why we have different prices, you see. And all guests can ask for the VIP taxi, which is private for them alone. Same thing for the boat. We have a shared boat. That means, we would have like 2-3 couple traveling together. Or we also offer the VIP private boat. And obviously, once they arrive at the marina, the boat is waiting, and the taxi obviously will help. They will help to take the luggage down to the boat, take them to the boat, so they are taken care of.
Yeah, I think the boat was perfect. I mean, maybe some clients prefer the plane, but the boat was really easy and was a nice welcome. So Laura, sorry.
The plane, sorry, was, I mean, if you arrive in with winter clothes, etc., the plane obviously was wonderful because it's 5 minutes. It's right, you come out of the airport and you walk to the Caicos Express counter, and they have a small waiting room, and immediately they take you on the plane. So I must say, if you want to jump immediately in the sea and enjoy,
Yeah,
or on departure, it's beautiful. But obviously, both ways are very pleasant transfers.
and that's a great advantage, I think, for your island, because some other island you have to have only a plane access or the boat access, but it's longer. So you're really close.
Yes.
Your big
Yes.
advantage, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, we're very lucky to be, so close to Providenciales, but to be really a little jewel by ourselves.
Yeah, exactly. Alors, Laura wants to know if all the drinks are extra cost, so just the alcohol, huh?
So no, well, what we do, we are not an all-inclusive. So we do not include drinks in our room rate, but we have inside the restaurant, we have a counter where we have every day tea and coffee complimentary, which is available. So guests can come and help themselves. They have also a machine in each room with the capsules that's complimentary as well. We offer 2 very nice aluminum bottles on Pinecay on arrivals for the guests to use during their stay. Every day we have water. Usually we do water with small pieces of fruits, to give or like with different plants, to give a little taste. And that's available at the bar all day. And also we bought in when we reopened in November, we have this new deluxe water system where we can have still or sparkling water, and we have very nice bottle. They are 1 liter large bottle, and we put 2 in the room every day. So that's usually for the night. So it's really if they want a soft drinks or an alcoholic drink. So it's really a small supplement, but they can get all day complimentary in a way beverages.
Yeah. Erika wants to know, are the villa rates also inclusive of all meal?
So that's something they can choose, because we have different ways. We have obviously a commissary list. So before the guests arrive, they can order everything they would like, and we deliver it to the house. We can also have a chef on request, or like for dinner one evening if they want. And also we have the full board. So they can choose. We have some guests who rented the house, but they didn't want to cook or they really wanted to enjoy the holidays. So they were considered as completely a hotel guest, and we had their table reserved every day for them. So it's really their choice.
Anything you want to know if there is beach service in the Palapas in front of the cottage?
Yes, so this year we started in November, we have a new Pinecay app. And so now every guest on arrival checks in on the app and they can book, in fact, even their activities if they want. We still have obviously front desk, but so they are sitting at the Palapa and they can go to the bar and they can, place their order and it will go to the bar, which is depending on the different time. Like during the day, it will go to the beach bar and later it will go to the pool bar. And so we immediately deliver the drink. We serve them.
Pascal wants to know if the resort is closed from August to mid-November. I think that's.
So we are closing on the 23rd of July and we are reopening on the 24th of October. So exactly 3 months.
3 months, huh?
Yes.
Well, Denise, how many people will be there if the resort is full?
Well, at the moment we have 13 rooms. It's 2 person per room, so it's 26 guests. And as I said, our homeowners, they really come from time to time in there. They all have different houses, not only one. So they really come from time to time. So the maximum, except obviously New Year, because they really enjoy, it's a tradition to come for New Year. We always have a big party with the firework. And so that's beautiful. We have, in fact, hotel guests who keep coming back. They will be their 3rd season because they really enjoy the ambience. Every night there's something, every day there's something different, like little tournaments between tennis tournament, volleyball tournament, etc. And obviously we do a theme. We do like a very nice beach dinner. We do music and the theme for the end of year party. Everyone has a costume and so it's really a fun evening. But otherwise, in general, I would say the maximum is really big maximum would be 50.
Yeah, and you're also a great buyout, huh? Because
yes. So obviously the low season from May to July is really a fantastic time because usually we have no homeowners using the island, and that's a time where it's very easy to, if we do it ahead of time, it's very easy to be able to book all the rooms at the same time.
Something you did not mention is the age group. No children under 12, huh?
Yes, no children under 12 for the hotel. Obviously, if you want to come with a family, then we recommend the houses. They have specific time to use the pool. It's really mid-morning, mid-afternoon, because otherwise they are not allowed. Children are not allowed to use the pool during the mealtime, and we don't have, in fact, even hotel guests using the pool during the mealtime. But they all enjoy using the beach, if every age, because usually the water is very still. And if we had swell or which can happen in the winter when there's a cold front in the US, then it comes down on the Caribbean. Then we have the aquarium where the water is always very flat, and it's a great place for them to play as well.
And of course, when people do a buyout, then they can have children of any age, huh? In that case.
Yes, obviously, yes.
Robert wants to know when is the whale watching season? January to May?
Huh? I would say more March, January to March.
January to March, huh? All
yes.
Right. Denise, do you have room with 2 beds?
Well, we have a king bed in the room, but we can also separate the bed and have 2 single bed in the room. On the way we build the bed, we can choose.
Yeah. Dixie, what are the exact date for your 3 months closure? We already mentioned that, huh?
Yes.
And Paul Yucater with family, mostly couple. So we said couple,
yes.
Group of adults, but also teenager.
Yes.
Well, minimum stay for festive is asking Julia.
It's 7 nights.
Nice. Maria, she wanted the price for the water taxi and the short haul flight, but you're gonna send that by
yes. I took note of the transfer prices and the type of plane.
Françoise nous say hello. Hello, Françoise. Merci, Sandrine and Dominique. And don't forget
Bonjour Françoise.
the French connection. Huh? Erika, is there any time of the year that family with younger children would be out of place? But that's what we said, buy out only unless they take a villa. Huh?
Yes, you know, the time where we may have families coming like staying in the houses is really the Christmas, New Year, or like now I notice for the Easter, Easter break. That's where we had few, and still, we rarely saw them because there is so much to do and we have so much space that I haven't seen the young children very much by the pool, or I think they were enjoying the playing on the beach, and we bought kites. We did a small program because we had few villas occupied with teenagers and younger children. So we did bicycle competition, volleyball, tennis, and kite competition. So they all had and fishing. So they all had fun.
Yeah. Anne wants to know what is a typical length of stay.
Our average stay is 5.5.
Oh,
So
nice.
no, a lot of guests when they come just for 3 nights, they regret that they didn't have time to do more because there is so much to do. We have so many different places around the island to, so many different experiences that it's true that 3 nights by the time you arrive and you leave, it's not much. Also, we have guests who do multi-stay. It's funny, sometimes they even would stay in Parrot Key, which is after us, then stay with us and then stay in Provo. Or if guests wants to go shopping or do different restaurants or play golf, then I always recommend it's better to come here stay with us for the water adventure, because obviously it's all there. So you don't even need to book a tour because we take care of everything for you. I mean, you want to go on the boat, you have the snorkeling boat. Of course, if you want to do to go on the boat and tour, that's something we need to book. But otherwise, there are so many activities with the paddleboard, the kayaks, etc. And then you go to Provo and do, different experience.
I see that we have a friend from Italy, from Florence. Gabrielle would like to start a cooperation with Pinecay. So I will.
Well, we would be delighted. We have a great grilled fish. I know our Italian friends love grilled fish and the salads and beautiful food.
Erika wants to know how far is a marina from Providence.
So it's between 15 and 20 minutes. From the marina, from the airport, it's maximum 15 minutes. We have the highway and it's straightforward.
And the boat ride, Françoise, we said 15 to 20 minutes and maximum 20 minutes. Someone is asking if you're part of Virtuoso or Signatures. So I know you're part of Select.
Yes.
And you do work with a tour operator as well. Huh?
But we also offer obviously the virtual amenities. Yes. The upgrade is something which is very difficult because we only all our rooms are same except 2 cottages. So, early checking, a late checkout is something we try to do. But here with the plane, etc., it's not like being in a city hotel where you have so many different timings of. But otherwise, we do, and we're happy to offer the virtual amenities. That's not a problem.
You actually give us the amenities. So you have the Dominique de Bay amenities.
Yes.
So everybody, you copy us or you send us your request, and then we'll actually we also offer extra commission when everybody goes through us. Denise, you said you have clients staying at Parrot Key a few times. How would Pinecay compare?
Pinecay is probably Parrot Key 20 years ago. We kept, our homeowners have been fighting and they have very strict rules of development. So they don't want to grow. And so we were lucky they accepted these 2 extra cottages. and they want to keep barefoot, rustic, you know, of course they enjoy, we have fantastic Wi-Fi for whoever needs to work while being on vacation. But they don't want to build on the beach. You know, they want to keep it pristine as it is now. And this is written in the development rules, and this will not change. So as the other islands are developing and building and adding more houses, this will not happen here.
Yeah. And you're basically, all your beach villa is like the beach villa of Pirate Cay in a way, but you don't have a big building with rooms. Your prime location is a prime location. The whole hotel is a prime location for you. Huh? All facing, no
Yes.
one on the top of each other. No, no one in.
So usually, I must say, we don't even have TV in the rooms because, you know, people come here really to enjoy the quietness, the nature, the privacy. So we are aiming to become more like a private club where, you know, a lot of guests return year after year because they really enjoy this exclusivity. And we don't really play much music in the restaurant, only one or twice you know, during the week, because you have the, you know, the silence. We have no cars, we only have golf carts. And you know, everything is very laid back. So usually, I must say, when we have new guests, it takes usually 24 hours to adjust because, you know, it's something very different. We have a lot of guests who come, you know, nicely dressed, but barefoot for dinner. And that's not a problem. And that's, you know, what we would like to keep. So it's funny because the first night they arrive, you know, properly dressed with the nice shoes, etc. And when they leave, usually they go to the airport with barefoot. And we tell them, don't forget to, you know, to have your shoes with you, because obviously once in Provo, you're back to normal life and you have to adjust again.
Kim, you're asking if Sandrine has bone fishing guide that they would recommend and book for their clients.
Yes, we do. In fact, we work with someone obviously which is on the North Caicos, but we have a new activity manager who is a big fisherman, and I mean, he just started obviously, so he's, you know, so slowly getting his marks, etc. But we will be looking, especially for the new season, to offer more bone fishing from our island instead of always having to, you know, to take a boat and going somewhere else.
Lorna and Tom, you have two questions about the sargassum. Does it appear to be a problem on the north side of Turks and Caicos? So what about you? Do you have problem with sargassum?
No, we are very lucky. I think the fact that we have the barrier reef in front of us, they don't come. And at the back of the island, they do not come. When they come towards Providenciales sometime, we don't get them. The only time I saw a little bit of sargassum in front of us was, I think, in September. And that's the time where we are closed.
Okay.
And then they just go by themselves and that's it. So no, we are blessed with that, obviously. It's because a lot of island, like where I lived before in Antigua, etc., it was really difficult.
So you see, Tom, when you said the springtime, huh? So no sargassum.
No.
Whitney wants to do, there is a minimum stay for the houses.
So the houses is usually 7 nights. But I was just talking to Maureen, our reservation manager, and I think during the low season from May to July, where I was telling her that it's more, you know, people come for shorter stays. So I'm looking at changing it to 3 nights, but only from May to July.
So Lorna, you said, I don't know if you sent a question before, the main difference between you and Pirate Cay, so the size, and the fact that everybody is on the beach and facing the beach with nobody above, and not one accommodation is inside a building. So.
And also everyone has their own private umbrella on the beach. It's in front of your room. There's your room number under each tiki, so everyone knows exactly which one is theirs, and it's yours for the whole stay. Because we are so small, we have this. We're lucky for that.
and much faster to get to Pinecay than to get to Parrot Key as well, from the airport.
Yes.
Françoise, yes, Pinecay is Relais Château since 2021, correct? Sandrine?
Yes, we just became official. Yes, in 22, in winter 22, we became officially on the GDS
Okay.
because we were accepted, but I'm not sure why it was not open. So now you can easily book.
Josephine, she said, I have client book for next year and would like to email you both. Sandrine, will you be sharing your email? Yes, we will be.
Of course.
Josephine, and then voilà. Whitney, less windy than Parrot Key and flat, not hilly. Thank you, Whitney. Françoise, great news that you're keeping the property intimate. Indeed, Parrot Key has changed so much since 2001. Whitney, is a food additional in the house pricing you showed?
Yes, so there's a supplement, full bones supplement. That's something I'm taking notes and we will be adding it with the information for you. When we send the email, we will be giving you all this.
Thank you, Denise. You said it's time to sign up. We had so many questions. I don't think I remember a webinar with so many questions. So that was really nice to see all your interest. Thank you very much for participating to our webinar with Sandrine and showing us this beautiful and unique property in a private island. So she will be communicating with you. And don't forget, you can always watch all our webinar on our YouTube channel. And Sandrine is available for a private webinar meeting, Zoom meeting, 15 minutes Zoom on Let's Connect, www.letsconnect365. Thank you, everybody. Whitney, great webinar. And thank you, lovely place. Thank you, Françoise, mille merci. Merci, Caroline. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We're looking forward to welcoming your guests.
Thank you. And we'll see you to our next webinar in 1 hour. Bye.
Bye-bye.